Laughs for de Low Presence, Cut the Ish Podcast, hosted by Mike Jones.
Yeah. Cut it, 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 cut it.
Alright, this your boy Mike Jones, another episode of Cut the Ish. Got a special guest in the building, none other than Canary Comedian.
What's poppin'? My new hip just hopped in. Hey.
So we about to get into it. This is about the outlook. Look, we got two Geminis in the house, two comedians in the house. I don't know what this shit is already. We probably gonna start off in left field.
Always. We're a little strange.
Alright, so I gotta ask you, for Canary Comedian, what is your real name?
Dominique Nicole Evans.
Nicole's in the house.
Nicole Evans.
Okay.
My mom almost dropped me in the toilet. But yeah, Nicole. Dominique
So when I tell somebody, man, I was on a podcast with Canary. What? Canary? What?
Dominique Evans.
Okay, got
My
you.
real
got
name.
you. Got you.
Y'all gonna get to know that name. It's Dominique Evans. Don't that sound good? Dominique Evans.
So, how long you been doing comedy?
Well, they say I've been funny all my life. But why everybody laugh when y'all say that? Niggas really like when people say that. But I've been funny all my life, but I've been doing comedy strong for 5. Like being taken it serious. 5
So,
years.
since I already know you silly little motherfucker, you about to find out how silly I am. So, in between my structured questions, I'm just gonna be throwing random shit at you, and then you're gonna have to answer the first thing that comes to your mind.
I'm gonna catch it.
All right, Betty White.
Why didn't she make it to 100? She was gonna have a fiesta.
Right?
Jesus said no,
I
99.
think she was like 13 days
Yeah,
away from her
99
birthday.
But the birthday wasn't one. Damn, that's what I think about Betty White. I love her.
That was my nigga. She was funny the month. You know, my favorite Betty White commercial was the one she did the Snickers.
Nah.
I was just gonna say the Snickers when she was hungry.
That was
Look, we
hella
twins.
funny. You like that ain't what your girls did?
We twins.
Betty was with the shit.
When she
Betty-
played football and shit, she
Yeah,
was like,
she
I'm
got
hungry.
stuck.
Can you imagine them tackling Barry White? I mean Barry White. Betty White.
Either or.
If man,
Not
either
that
or.
one. Look, she like that's probably gonna be one of them memes. Like, nigga, would you tackle her for maybe?
Congested heart failure instantly. She's dead.
For a minute,
Well, she's already dead, but she's dead if you tackle her.
I think her funeral gonna be funny than a motherfucker.
Hey, because she was a golden girl.
Yeah.
Thank you for being.
Somebody posted a thing and said, yeah, it said welcome home. They showed them.
They all
and
they
of them
have it.
died.
Because she really is a comedian, though.
Hey, the mom was one of the youngest niggas on the show.
Yes, that always blew me
Right?
mind.
I was like,
Is
she
she still
was
living?
oldest. Now they all did.
Yeah, and
they
Betty was
reunited.
the last one.
And it feels
But
so
the mom on the
good.
show was one of the youngest ones on there.
Yes, and
She
she
must have
was
smoked a lot of Newports.
the oldest.
No, that other one. Was it Rose? No, it wasn't Rose. The one who had
Blanche?
that. Blanche. Was it Blanche? With
Yeah.
that voice?
Betty.
Yeah.
She smoked all the cigarettes.
Her name wasn't Betty on the show. It was Rose.
I was old. Like,
They are Rose. Blanche. What's the other one named? The little tall one with the tree mohawk. What's her name?
I forgot.
can't
man.
know.
I was like,
I used to watch Golden Girls all the
I
time.
used to go to sleep to it.
Yes, their voice was hella soothing.
That
Now
was
they
the
say
show.
my voice is soothing. Mhm.
Yeah.
She said,
Old school Betty White could get it. She
Not old school Betty White.
old school Betty White.
She was hella
She-
funny
right.
and hella real.
She was low
I would have
key.
fucked Betty White back in the day. Yeah, I
Thank
probably
you.
would've.
See,
Out of all of them, for sure, because she was the funniest one. She was the dingiest one.
It don't even got nothing to do with the looks. It's your personality.
That's why I would've fucked
And
her.
I would have bragged about it.
'Cause that's my
I would have put
personality.
her on my resume, like, but you know.
You would have put her.
Yeah, me and Betty White.
Betty
Yeah.
White.
You would have put her on the Razzie.
Yeah.
I would have left her off the Razzie though, but I would have hit those.
You ain't gonna tell me. How you gonna smash Betty White and not tell nobody?
I'll tell when she died. See?
You ain't gonna believe it, man. If I smash Betty White, 88-year-old Betty
You
White
need somebody to be able to vouch for it.
I'm
Not
just
after
saying.
she died. She got to vouch for it too.
I'm in there
Well,
taking.
shit, now she can't vouch. We could have still hit her shit, but she died. Lord forgive us. My shit ain't connected. Oh,
Edit
shit.
that out.
It done came out, y'all. It done came out. Shit flying everywhere.
I'm telling everybody. All right, so all right. Give me
We should have not drunk while we did this.
This would have been me regardless.
Okay.
Too, but now I'm like up there.
All right, 3 celebrities over 60 that can get it.
From me,
Yep. Over 60.
Halle Berry. Give me, you know I'm a lesbian.
How old is she?
Because y'all know I don't
She
like
ain't a comedian.
It don't matter.
No, 3 celebrities.
Oh,
over
just
60.
celebrities.
He said
Oh, celebrities. My bad.
Halle for sure is getting those draws.
I should have went to 70, but go ahead.
How old is she?
She up,
70?
no, she up, Holly in her 50s, I think.
Okay, Stevie could have got it because, you know. He coulda got it.
That
Looking
don't
back
make
a
sense.
winner. He could have got it.
For what though?
Because I knew Stevie had long money. So he definitely can get it. And
He
he
could have gave
wouldn't.
him somebody else who got it.
I don't know why I said Stevie. No, Rick James could have got it.
Bitch.
Nah,
I like how he
you
said
ready for
bitch.
Rick?
Nah,
Rick
I'm
was a
probably not
nut.
ready for none of the dicks. Let's go back to
Right.
girls. Over 70 or 60?
We go 65.
Halle Berry.
I swear.
Maya Angelou could get it because I like her. Phenomenally phenomenal
Right.
woman. I always respected that bitch. Maya Angelou, you can get it, okay?
But you gonna let everybody know she got it?
Yeah, that's Maya Angelou. She is a phenomenal woman. Shit. Phenomenally. Phenomenal woman. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be like, I hit that. That one time, I was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
How you go from Halle Berry to
I said that was one of the, you know, I forgot what Maya Angelou looked like. Damn, maybe not.
He
Ooh,
wasn't going for her beauty though.
I was
It was for her knowledge. It's her
okay,
brain.
different parts of it. Because I got the knowledge.
All right.
The beauty is
The
Holly.
beauty is Holly for sure. The knowledge is Maya Angelou. Because she was phenomenal. And then
That was a
Kevin
comedian.
Hart. 'cause
He ain't. First of all, how old is he?
I don't give a
He
fuck.
like
That's
40
my baby.
something.
Yeah,
Ain't
you made
he?
me forget the age limit, but it's
I'm
like,
sorry.
not even with
That
the
was my
age. How
bad.
you go from? Wait.
I was all over the place.
Yeah, like those niggas just stay in the zone. This nigga,
Bring it back.
she
These
hit like
earphones, I can't hear you.
3
Okay.
different generations. Like, she done went
said
from
Harriet
slavery.
Roots. Kuta could have got it. Because he took them lashes for us, nigga. Come on, give me a
Wait,
Kuta
Kevin Hart,
Coochie.
Kevin,
that's my baby.
Maya Angelou, and Halle Berry.
Yeah.
All
Kevin
at the
Hart
same time.
is at the first top. I would really never fuck him in real life because I love him. I probably would fuck him. Kevin, I would fuck you. Okay? I will.
on GP.
On God's property, I'll fuck him.
See now, back then I'm gonna get on Halle Berry for a minute because Halle, she ain't making my list. Cause I got a bone to pick with Halle.
What? What she do to you?
Monsters Ball.
With the
It
white
was like
man.
she cheated on every black dude
God
With the
in
white
real
man.
life when she let Billy Bob Thornton hit it. And the way he was hitting it,
Nobody
like I almost
appreciates
cried.
You gotta
in real
forgive her
life.
for the movie. It's a movie.
it.
Nah,
And did they
nah.
really have sex in that movie?
It looked like he was hitting that for real.
It's a movie, though.
I'm like, out of all of the
He was hitting that for real.
movies that you was like, come on, Eddie couldn't get it in Boomerang.
No, because
You gonna give it to Billy?
Because Billy had a lot of dough for her. She got paid to do that.
Like, and it was like on some slavery type.
Fuck.
I'm getting, hold on, man.
We both are. This is really good. This is a good episode. I love this shit. I love this shit.
All right, so my over 60, Devil Betty White. You know who else can get it? What was the old girl that was with Snoop doing the cooking?
Martha. She was smart.
Martha
Yeah,
Stewart.
she's a beast.
I would have fucked Martha.
She's a real OG. She's a
Martha
thug.
Stewart, I'd get.
Martha's
Stewart
smart as fuck.
She's
and
a
Oprah.
thug for sure.
She went to jail. I fuck her. Period.
She won't niggas.
She probably
like
fucked
that.
the bitch in jail. No
Nah,
cap.
She was probably in there running shit like.
Hell yes. Hey, invest in those stocks
She's a
over there with that
businesswoman.
commissary.
Martha.
She's a businesswoman.
So that's my 3: Betty White, Martha Stewart, and Oprah.
Fuck yes, I would fuck Oprah. I should have said fucking Oprah. Tyler Perry, all of them. I fuck them
Tyler
all.
Perry, all of them.
I fuck you all.
60.
It doesn't matter. I'm fucking them all. I went off topic.
All right. Back on script.
Okay.
Top 4 comics, dead or alive.
My number 1 comic is Kevin Hart. I'm gonna keep saying that all day, so we know.
So why Kevin Hart?
He's the reason I'm a comedian. On some real ass shit. Like, I love his delivery. He knows how to run a business. that man is brilliant, and I'm
Have
gonna
you
work with
seen
him.
Something Like a Business?
Have I seen the movie? I've seen all Kevin shit.
Have you seen Something Like a Business?
No.
You gotta see that.
He got a movie called Something Like
It's
a
called
Business.
Something Like a Business.
I think so.
I'm
But
not even gonna spoil it for you.
I think I have seen it. It is a yellow background with the black words on it.
Nah, it's a whole ass. It got hella comedians in it. It's,
I believe I did see that because it
Earthquake
wasn't
was in
a,
there. Ashley
it wasn't a
Larry.
good business that they was running at all.
Then he was like, "We about to get paid selling
It
this."
was like janky. It was like janky promoters.
Yes.
low key, but it was hella funny.
Okay,
It's
so-
hella funny. All right.
Kevin Hart, Bernie Mac, R.I.P. my baby.
Yeah. Gemini.
For sure. Yeah, how many was it?
4. Then I'll give you an honorable
4.
mention.
So those are my boys. Red Fox. Amen. Yes. And John Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Was it John Witherspoon?
Yeah.
Honors for
I
sure.
met him. I did a show with him 1 month before he passed away.
Wow, that's an
was
honor
great.
to meet that man.
And
Okay.
That's a legend right there.
He was like, I told him when I was on this back when I had my crew, he was like, you gonna be a producer or you gonna be a comedian, but you ain't gonna be able to do both.
Wow.
And then a week later, I fired my crew. Like,
Wow. Because you got to talk to John Witherspoon. I mean, he's a legend. Who wouldn't listen
that
to
nigga was
him?
hella funny. He got a CD called 63 Cent out. Like he autographed it for me. Like,
Oh, that's dope. You know what I learned from Bernie? Bernie did that movie Soul Men, and he said at the end, he said, always capture your audience. Always leave an impression of you, and I do that very well on your audience because they're going to make them remember you.
Right.
And so that's stuck in my brain to every show, you're going to remember me.
right.
Because I'm loud as shit.
But you
first
can't.
of all.
Yeah, your personality is just like
Yeah.
it gotta match. Like you can't be.
It's not even
like,
your
timid.
personality,
Like, you
it's
just
your
come on the stage and you
aura.
gonna command attention. You know
I'm
what
a
I'm saying?
beautiful, big, beautiful mess. Y'all seen The Shack? I suggest everybody really watch The Shack. I mean, spiritually wise, because that movie kind
The
of
Shack?
changed. Yeah, The Shack is good.
I gotta watch it. But it's on.
It's on Netflix. It's on everywhere. Prime.
You seen Dolomite?
Oh, is that about the guy?
Dolomite. Okay, now you're talking about what? Have I seen
The
Dolomite?
remake.
Yes,
So that was
yes.
that was one of the ones like, all right. keep
I got
doing what you
inspired
do.
to do some
Yeah.
shit like that too. Like, let me get on the radio with my voice. My voice will capture you, and you'll be like, "This bitch is retarded." Driving down the street, Dolomite record.
That's what's up.
For sure.
Bernie on my top 4. Bernie the reason why I started doing comedy. I
Okay, you
remember-
gotta look like Bernie's son a little bit. Yeah, motherfucker.
Now, I remember like he was because I never got to see him in live. I never got to see him live, and that fucked me up. And I was like,
I
I was
never
on
got
my
to
way
see
to a
him either.
tournament, and they played on the news like he had passed away, and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So on my next birthday, I was just like, I'm gonna put getting on stage on my bucket list. And I ain't get to see him. I want to see how I feel like to be like him. So nigga went to the
Yes.
open mic and did all that. And then after that, I was like, oh, this shit cool.
Yeah.
Then nigga kept going. But I got Bernie on mine, definitely, because Bernie the type of nigga, you can just bring him over to a barbecue and that nigga gonna have you in tears.
A
He one
lot
of
of
them
these
niggas
people
that,
are real people.
Yeah.
They're not hard to reach. I've talked to a few good people already in the game, and I'm still coming up and coming, I guess.
Robin Harris, Bebe's Kids.
I was just, oh my
Oh.
God.
Yeah.
Straight legend.
Hell
I
of
watch
fun.
Bebe's Kids all the time.
If I could sit in the room with them two niggas, like nigga,
You
I
get
would
so
eat
much
their
comedy
fat.
game.
Like that nigga.
You kinda
I
look
didn't
like
know,
both of them.
but I didn't know that Robin Harris knew. He knew Debo. He was
Debo that got knocked out.
Debo
I mean,
that got killed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Debo from
that
Friday.
yeah, that
Sorry.
I say got killed.
Jesus.
That just passed
Sorry.
away.
Jesus.
Like no, he was
Debo got
because I
killed.
remember his name was Tiny Lester, right?
Okay.
So on one of his things, on one of his stands, he's like, man, fuck Tiny.
Didn't know
Bald
who he
head,
was.
fucking like didn't know he was talking about him because it was just the audio, right? And he's like, Tiny took me to this ghetto church in Compton. He's like, man, fuck Compton. And somebody, and then he was like, if you ever listen to a bit when Robin Harris talking about piccolo player,
Piccolo
the
player.
piccolo player bit,
Uh-huh.
that shit, it's one of them bits you ain't gonna be like, I'll give a nigga $1 million if you can listen to that bit and not laugh because it's
Okay.
that fucking stupid. But he's like, Tiny took him to this church in the hood, and he was like, the niggas ain't had no pianists, they had a piccolo player. Like,
Well, fucking
and then-
Piccolo player.
he said that preacher
Piccolo.
Preacher was ghetto than a motherfucker. He's like, they was about to sing. He asked a piccolo player in the hymn, but can you play 62? He's like, nah, Mr. Preacher, I can't play that.
That's what I always say about my vagina. I say I'm playing guitar on my pussy. That's what I say. I
Left
think
field again.
like, no, for real. That's like a piccolo. Your vagina, piccolo.
Bling, bling, bling,
They name it
bling,
different
bling.
things.
But you gotta watch that bit.
I'm gonna
He asked
watch
the
it.
piccolo player, he like, I can't play that else. I can't play that either. And then somebody he said somebody in the church was like, the piccolo player is a motherfucker. And then he's like, the preacher got him, all right, man, that's enough of that goddamn shit. You ain't gonna have that goddamn cussing in my church. Now, who in this motherfucker called my piccolo player a motherfucker? And then he
Not
said,
your piccolo, a motherfucker.
yeah, he said, but the
I'll hate
bit
it
is
here.
hella funny.
I hate it here. I'm gonna watch it. What is it called again?
Just look up Robin Harris piccolo player.
Fuck. I'm
And
gonna
then-
call you like, nigga, you hella
I'm
stupid, bro.
gonna post that shit.
Please do.
It's that fucking funny.
You should have been posted that. You know
That
you like
shit
to laugh.
hella funny. That nigga's like, so nigga, he's going through the church. He's like the pastor's not interrogating niggas for over an hour, and he's like, man. He said, nigga, so the preacher said, if you the man next to the man that called my piccolo player a motherfucker, raise your hand. He said, everybody sit on their hands. And you're like, nigga, if you the man next to the man, next to the man. And then he just kept going. You're like, nigga, you the man next to the man, next to the man,
Goddamn.
next to the man, next to the goddamn man.
Oh yeah, you gotta keep laughing when you hear next to all them next twos.
And then he said, finally, one nigga got up. He was like, hey, Mr. Preacher, don't shoot. He said, nigga, I ain't the man next to the man.
You know what I respect when you was talking about Dynamite? I respect how Dynamite would go sit with the dope fiends and the motherfucking homeless people and get some whole motherfucking material. That's how I am. Whatever I go through in my life, I really materialize that shit. I talk about they cut my SSI off. That's some real shit.
I talked about that shit too.
I talk about everything that's real with me.
You want to know something hella funny, right? So part of one of my bits, like I talk about my baby mom, my daughter's mom. Like,
What she do?
y'all nigga got me on child support, right?
Uh-huh.
And I said that's another reason why niggas started doing comedy. Because I'd be like, I'm funny, but I'm not report what I make funny.
Right.
So I'm getting
I can't.
Right.
I'm getting just enough to put it back, you know what I'm saying?
Man, just to
and
pay
then I
that
was like,
shit
because you
off.
know a nigga called Rona for real. I was in the hospital.
Me too. Oh, you was in the hospital.
I was in the
Oh,
hospital. Nigga almost died last year.
God, but you know God is in the midst of this.
So a nigga got out, and I was like, I told motherfuckers like, man, first thing I thought when they said I had it, I was like, I should go call for my baby mama. Like,
That's that fucking evil Gemini twin shit. That's that other side of you, nigga. Who in the light
long story
right now,
short,
Mike?
I got through when I got through the bit, one show, 3 niggas came up to me and tipped me $20. Like, nigga, I know how it is. Like,
For real. I do relatable comedy. A
oh,
lot of the times when you get me on the show, you'll get me talking about my pussy been leaking all goddamn week. Because it's the truth. You
just
feel
said
me?
that right
I
now.
was
I was about to
wearing
say it.
diapers and shit. I talk about real shit that goes on in my daily life.
but that's the best way to do it because people are like, well, how you remember all that shit? I'm like, nigga,
You
it's my
can't.
real life.
Hey,
I gotta write
it's
that.
really happening. And you know, I might write a joke. My thing about me is I know I can do a set. I might write a joke though, but I'm reading the crowd like we was talking about earlier. I'm gonna read the crowd and be like, hey, my baby daddy ain't shit either, bitch, you know?
Now,
Or
one
whatever's
nigga
going
that
on.
ain't on my list, but I think, well, I ain't even think, but you just gotta give credit where credit is due. That's on top of the game right now. Is Dave Chappelle.
I don't really like that.
But it's not. I mean, a personal pick, no. But you can't get mad at what he's doing.
You know, I
But
respect what he does.
Yeah. But he got universal jokes. His jokes can hit a wide range.
His
of people.
more is for white people for me. His jokes, like he got that.
That's
humor.
what Faison said. Like people roasting him for it, but it's like his jokes is universal. Some jokes.
Yeah, he can make money anywhere with those
Some jokes,
for real.
and this is one of the things I learned up and coming in comedy too. I had a joke where I was like, I did the same joke like one day after the next. I did this joke talking about getting my shit getting repoed in Oakland, and this was a real life shot. I was at AU Lounge, and you know if you ever had some shit repo with fellas,
Hell yeah.
like you hear that tow truck, nigga, you run outside.
And you'll never be like, I just tried to call
Bruh,
you.
I'm on stage.
You tried.
On my mom, I'm on stage, and a tow truck was outside.
Oh.
One nigga jumped out the window,
Fuck.
and 2 people ran out the door. I was
Trying to go
like,
get your shit.
yeah, but
For
it was just a
real.
tow truck trying to make a U-turn. So
Oh. They thought that shit was getting hit.
I thought that. Said,
All of y'all was
nigga
getting
was
that
dying, right?
Fuck.
Said the same joke the next day in Tommy T's in front of a white crowd.
They didn't get
We
it.
don't get repo.
Because they ain't never got
what's a
repo.
repo?
Right.
So the part like later on in that set, I was like, because I like watching Cold Case and all of that.
Oh,
shit.
me too. When I was on Cocaine.
Cold Case, like I'm like first 48 black people star in that shit.
Yes.
But Cold Case, I'm like, why y'all some cold motherfuckers?
Man,
they start cracking up, right?
No, for real,
like,
they
it's true.
understand.
Yeah, said the same joke with the repo crowd.
Smart.
That shit didn't hit. Like
right. Because repo, they like, nigga, we not with that.
They
Black
don't know
people
how
not
that
gonna
shit is.
kill you
Repo,
as
where
much
you put
as
$5
a
of gas in your car. You put just enough gas to get to where the fuck you going. Just in case. I remember one time I got my shit repo with a full tank of gas. I was hella mad. Like, nigga.
Oh, right. I just put this goddamn. I know the fuck you want. Oh, hell
That's
no.
when gas was like $2 a gallon. I was hella mad.
That's relatable, Joe.
I just put this $25 of gas in here. Y'all took my shit. Like,
Man, that happened to me in Frisco in my Blazer, bitch. I went to Frisco to go get some shit for my niece for her graduation and shit.
Ain't that what it always happens?
It's all some other shit when you trying to help
You
somebody
trying to do a
else.
good deed for somebody. They come
And then
take
when
your
you knew
shit.
you wanted to tell that motherfucker no, you couldn't do it. That's a kid, so I said I'm gonna do that shit. Went to Frisco. Nigga, I was hella mad. Nigga, they pulled over the Bronco. I felt like I was going down like OJ. I'm like, I must have quit. The glove didn't fit. Fuck you talking about? Nigga, I was hella mad. I said, I'm gonna get home, man. One thing about me though, and the way I'm set up, I will bounce back from every situation. You can throw me in the woods with just some panties on, and my fat ass is gonna get through it.
The niggas
I'm
caught
gonna
me
eat
at
a
the
couple
dollar
leaves.
store. Niggas caught me at the dollar store when they got
Damn, not at the dollar
But then it
store.
was this was because I
Dollar
had.
store is your friend. What do you mean?
But it was a broad. It was one of them old broads in front of me. I was
Not
the
old
next,
broads.
next nigga in line. She 99 cents though. This bitch had 98 things in her cart.
God damn. Let's go.
And I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to get him out of here.
You had the 101, nigga.
What's so cold is it was like because I was doing a backyard show and I tried to put like I went in there to get 4 sheets of paper,
Not 4 sheets. 4 individuals?
like the poster board,
Oh,
so I could
yeah.
have a little laugh for the low
Oh,
shit.
you hella mad.
Came out with that shit, my
$99.
car was gone. I was like,
Damn.
Damn it.
How was
long
Guinness
you
with
with
her
the Dollar
pennies
Tree
down?
for?
No, man, that old bro, he brought everything in there.
That's hella.
Hold on, let me see that.
That's
But
hella.
take that out. She was one of them,
Don't
like,
you hate that
She
girl?
like, it's
worked
a 99
for the
cent
repo
store.
people. She worked for them.
Who?
The old bro.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
No,
I'm
the
like,
old
oh, I know.
bro. She was setting that nigga up
So
all
I'm
day.
gonna put y'all up on game.
She made you buy all that shit while your car got took.
If you late on your car note, these niggas got this new shit.
Okay, let me
But
get
you
the
can
game.
just like if you ever be at the mall and you see a tow truck just driving through, they got this thing where it and
and
a
Oh, yeah,
lot
that's
of
how my
cars,
U-Haul
like
got
one of
took.
the cars you looking for is in here. So nigga,
You hear me? That's how my U-Haul got took that one time.
Yo, U-Haul?
Yeah, man. Wait.
I know U-Haul get
I'm
repo.
gonna tell y'all.
I heard that, but I was like,
Wait, let me
you
tell y'all
didn't
the
say
story
U-Haul.
on that. That's a little small story. I was with my wife at the time, and the bitch took the U-Haul from me. We funky this shit. First of all, my partner got us the U-Haul. First of all, bitch, we were supposed to be turn this U-Haul back in. So of course we on the radar to get took. And so she gonna call me after it got took. Mind you, she done put me out the U-Haul, motherfuckers. How you put me out the U-Haul, and then you gonna say, oh bitch, you took the U-Haul, bitch? No, bitch, they had the monitor and came and took that shit because you took it from me. You got that shit from my friend, bitch. You gonna kick me out the U-Haul?
First of all,
True
nigga,
story.
I thought I heard you say U-Haul like
Yes.
5 times.
I wanted y'all to hear me say U-Haul, so you
I'm
knew
like, she must mean. I'm like, what car driver U-Haul?
U-Haul, nigga, 1995, U-Haul. We had that motherfucker for hella long. Nigga, we was homeless and hella shit in that motherfucker. I swear to God, we lived in the back of the U-Haul for a minute, nigga. Nigga, I left that bitch at the water right here in Jack London. I swear to God, true story. I said, bitch, I'm out of here with the U-Haul, bitch. We kept stealing the U-Haul back and forth. Life has been tough. Jesus, that's why I'm a comedian now. Like, talk about shit like that.
Yeah,
That's some real shit.
the U-Haul though.
That really happened, y'all. Imagine me just saying, fuck you, and leaving you at the water. Skirt!
So
Tired of you!
she hated on you. So what was the friend doing that actually rented the shit?
That bitch been mad that we didn't return
Oh,
that shit.
okay.
That
I'm
bitch
like, so
thought he had-
how is she the coolest one in the whole equation?
Wait, first of all, she
You
got
running
my car
though.
took after. I ain't gonna lie. She got my shit took and I couldn't even be mad because I had the U-Haul for like damn near 2 months.
Damn.
So
She for sure was living out that day.
yeah, so when she got my Buick took, I was just like, she got 2 of my cars took, and I was like, fuck it, bitch. I owe you like that $3,000. Go ahead, you feel me? I didn't even care. I always bounce back from every situation. I've been in jail, hella shit, man. My life is deep, like a sea.
I don't think I got one up in the U-Haul story.
And that U-Haul story, I'm gonna
At
tell
least
that
being
on my
homeless,
next
but
set.
I wasn't in a
I'ma tell
U-Haul. I
that
was in
shit
a
on my
regular
next
ass
set.
car.
You know, if I start talking about my real shit in comedy, these niggas is gonna be like, oh, that really happened,
You should do
bitch?
that shit and be like, y'all ain't even ready. That
Like
should
I
be
sucked
that-
dick
that
at
should
7. I sucked dick at 7. True story. First dick in my life. Never sucked
be-
dick.
Okay,
again.
time out. Let me hold on, because I feel like praying right now. for some
Well,
reason.
pray, because this is
But then
getting
it's
me.
like you say stuff that make you make niggas be like, do I really want to know?
Yes. Yeah. I make you be like, wait a minute, where is this going? It's my truth. It's the shit that I done been through, the shit I done survived, and it's where I'm going. And some people can't take where I've been. It ain't my fault the nigga told me he was gonna give me $1 to suck his dick. It's not my fault.
So you've always been about your money.
Since day one. But guess what? My mama beat my ass because I didn't get the $1, so I wasn't
Oh,
about the
so
bag.
you got conned.
And then he played me. He was
He
7 and I was 6.
played
He
you.
was nasty. And first of all, he was Mexican. So what do you know about me sucking your dick at 6 years old anyway?
Man, at home,
He
it
seen
look
his
like that.
parents
Yeah, I
do
was
it.
about to say.
Nasty motherfucker had me sucking that little shit. I didn't know what I was doing. I ain't never sucked dick. Nigga said, put it in your mouth. I said, then what? He said, I'm gonna buy you a donut. The twisty donut. Remember the big twisty donut, nigga?
Still, I might get one after
True
this.
story.
What
man.
happened to the $1
I
though?
never got it. I was some fat girl then too, so I was hella mad that I didn't get my fucking donut. Then I told my little raggedy cousin what happened. She gonna be like, damn, bitch, you still mad about that shit secretly? Yeah, bitch, you snitched on me. And told them my brother had it on my head like 3 weeks. Like, oh, I'm telling mama you nasty bitch. You gonna clip my toenails, bitch. You gonna do whatever I want you to do, bitch. He was torturing my baby dolls. Shit got real. That's just,
You gonna bring it back?
now do that skirt. What you
You gonna bring it
Look,
back.
I'm just giving y'all a little test. Little testimony of Canary the comedian.
I'm not mad.
Canary the comedian.
I'm not,
Okay?
and I'm not even
Okay.
surprised. But I'm looking. I got the look on my face of the viewers when they gonna see this.
They gonna be like, whoa,
Nigga.
she don't give a fuck.
It's a hard knock
You said
life
you gonna have a
for
little bit of
us.
everything. You wouldn't move.
Nah, for real, I'm a little bit of everything.
So you've been working with Louis Belt.
I have. Shouts out to Louis Belt. That nigga is a real nigga. You feel me? Shouts
Do
out
too
to
much.
Bump Jesus too. I be working with Tommy T. I work with a lot of people. Andrea Nicole is my motherfucking sister / business partner. We getting it out here.
So I seen you at like 2 sketches with Lou Do Too Much. Louis Belt.
Oh, we went to therapy and shit. Yeah, y'all check that shit out, man. Yeah.
So how was it working with him?
He is funny. He's goofy. He's cool. I manifested Louis. I manifest a lot, y'all. I'll be talking about this a lot. It's just, I said 2 years ago, I'm going to work with him. 2 years later, I worked with him. But see, when he first did his show downtown Oakland, I went down there and I was just hella loud. I couldn't shut the fuck up. My energy is always, you're going to know I'm in the motherfucking room because I'm loud. So he was like, God damn, bitch, you're loud as shit. Shut the fuck up. I'm like, well, put me on the show. Then I'll have some shit to say. And that's how I met Lou, you know. But I had already knew Lou from him being himself, but that was my first time really interacting with him. I thought I had made it. It was my first little comedy set. I'm like, ooh, Lou said I'll be able to, you feel me? I was like, a nigga that made it out the hood, nigga.
Okay.
And I come outside, my car hit.
Oh.
Didn't make it yet,
Didn't
bitch.
fit the-
I had just got out of stealing at that time, I remember. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, shit, you
True
like that.
story.
Yeah, I
And
bet.
Teddy Ray, funny as fuck. The one that works with Lou, Big Teddy. Oh my God, that nigga said I can see down your tonsils, bitch, through that gap. And I was like, nigga, you can't even see your dick. How can you see down my, you know? And that nigga said I love you ever since. You know, I fuck with those niggas. You know, they
That's
cool
what's
with
up,
me.
though. That's
They
what's
cool
up.
with
I'm
me.
about to slide through there one day. I want to get through there.
Yeah, come
That's
check
what's
it
funny,
out.
right? Because you one of those comedians to me, like you got one gear. And that's just
I just to be
what you
me.
see is what you gonna get.
Man, and you better love it with this tooth hanging like that. I'm gonna get that fixed because that's the
With me, it's like I'm a Gemini to the fullest. Like you might catch me in my element where I'm on some chill shit. Then you might,
I mean, I got different levels to me.
Then you know what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call my other side. I'm be like, then you might catch me on my canary. Like you know what I'm saying? Well,
Yeah, I mean, my vibrations be high.
I thought you were gonna say baby mama. I'm like, hold on, what?
I am a baby mama, but my vibrations be high when we in comedy mode because I can do this shit. It's what I'm born to do. I ain't trying to make you laugh. I'm talking some shit, real shit. Talking some shit that you probably be like, I didn't ask you for all that shit, but hey, it came out because I got some shit to say I wasn't heard as a child.
So as a comedian, I gotta ask you this,
Yes.
and I'm gonna ask every comedian I have on here this question:
Okay.
have you ever bombed?
I don't know. Honestly. You know, I'm
Okay,
probably,
what's your definition?
She funny all the damn
What's your
time.
definition of bombing? Because some niggas like, well, they ain't booed.
my definition of bombing is getting booed the fuck off that
Nah,
stage.
but you can bomb without getting booed.
Well, I mean, to me, I know my worth. I mean, I know my sets. So if I get out there and I didn't give it my all, I can say it's been a time or two where I was like, I wasn't feeling that. But of course, when I got off the stage because of who I'm supposed to be, the people like, that shit was bomb. And I'm like, you're a fucking liar, bitch. But it's cool. You feel me? I'm not going to, I'm like, hey, thank you. I'm going to work on that shit, though, you know.
I bombed
All
before.
day.
That shit, cause like
So,
when
yeah,
I first
definitely.
started, I used to be like, man, I'm gonna hit this jack, I'm gonna get on stage, and the shit is gonna be hilarious.
You know what I did a lot of the times is that I would freestyle it. And so I got used to freestyling it, and then people started pushing me and said, where's your set? Again, I'll write a set and I won't do it because who I am
You do good with
naturally.
that freestyle.
Yeah, when I try to make you laugh, it ain't funny.
Right.
I know that about me. And so there's no need for me to try to I can always expand and grow because that's what I'm about. But when you get a set from me, it's going to be a brand new set. I'm not like the rest of these. A lot of these comedians are remembering their shit.
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, hey, bitch, one day. And I'm like, hey, bitch, my pussy the other day. So you just never know. It's how I'm feeling that day.
So-
but I can't write.
But
That's
I'd
the
say
thing.
the progressions for me, like at first I freestyled everything, and then I was off, a little bit of drink because I feel like when I don't really care what you think about what the fuck I'm saying anyway.
Yeah.
When I drink, it's not even. I don't think about what I'm thinking about before
You
I
just
it.
say
It's
what
just-
you
it's
wanna
gonna
say.
come out regardless.
Yeah, that's
And
how I
then
am
people
on
like,
the
you know
edible.
what you said? I'm like, bro, like, yeah, if I was sober,
That was our
I
other
probably
twin
would've-
been wanting to say that shit.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
I
it
know what I said, nigga. I just wanted to make sure it didn't go through no filter when it came out, nigga.
I used to be that
In the
Gemini.
real you with
Yeah.
luck.
Well, I used to be that Gemini back in the day that was scared to hurt other people's feelings and shit.
Can't.
And now I be like, bitch, I said what I said.
You either can tune in or
But for a long time,
You mad
people
or not?
they would use my energy like, oh, she hella gullible. We're gonna work her because I'm got a good spirit. I'm a good person. But after that, bitch, my other Gemini got tired of that. It was like, oh no, you're not gonna just keep doing that.
because you only can push us so far. When you
You have to have a
us certain-
backbone.
push us to the point where it's, I don't give a fuck. We gonna
Yeah.
take I don't give a fuck to a whole nother level.
Because we the sweetest. Until you,
If you're on the team, but once you off the squad,
it's hard to get back
once you off
on.
the
too.
squad, nigga, man, I don't even really think you can get back on depending on what you did.
Damn.
But like, nah, I bombed before, and I think like, man, like I don't even think it's like I know, like comedy. Like I said it to you before off the regular, I was like, if you ain't surrounded by people that want to see you win,
Then you're not.
then it's like, man, I don't even fuck with them. There ain't too many. Like, you see me moving, like a lot of niggas know who I am, but you don't see me moving with a whole bunch of niggas.
Because you've learned while you've been in this thing that you can't move with everybody.
Right.
Right?
And everybody ain't for you just because they be at your shows and support you and
They
acting
be
like
faking.
They be trying to get
They
they
be
little-
lying.
They little juice into
They
it.
act like they supporting you and they really not.
Or they want something from
trying
you,
to
or they
get
feel like
something.
you made it, and so they like, you know what? That's a meal ticket right there because they
I'll
see
tell you.
your talent.
I'll tell you the biggest things that I picked up since I've been in comedy. Like one, was what I just said. A lot of motherfuckers don't. If you don't surround yourself by people that want to see you win,
Yes.
Two, the people like if you can't accept constructive criticism from people that want to see you win, you in the wrong business. Like you know what I'm saying. The other thing is like as far as my progressions personally, like I said, I used to just freestyle. Freestyling to me was cool when I hosted because you gotta be able to freestyle hosting because somebody might drop a glass, somebody want to then have to drop it down. Like a lot of people don't have that gift of freestyle. It's like I know some people personally that cannot freestyle. So when they try to host, it's whack because all they know how to do is a set. But then on the flip side, like I had hosted for so long, and somebody booked me to do a set, and I tried to freestyle. And the problem with freestyling, to me, you might say something at the beginning of your set that should have been like the grand finale, and you might kill it in the beginning. Like I did. I'm not making this shit up. I did this before. I did a show. I did a show out in Lodi with the homeboy, and they was serving tacos outside, but on the other side of the gate was a taco bill. I was like, y'all some cold motherfuckers.
They
Like,
taking them out of business.
yeah, but the tacos is whack. I'm like, nigga, y'all ain't got no sauce, nothing. I'm going to take these dry ass tacos and go to Taco Bill. So I'm gassing right, and I started with that.
Okay.
And then after that,
Yeah.
that shit was crickets. And I was like, bro, I feel like I should give you this money
Because
back. I'm not going to give it to you. But
You know what on stage,
You ain't gonna get it.
what I must say on stage, that's happened to me before where I had a good ass joke that I didn't see. My mind rushes so fast when I'm on here, and I'm like, okay, I'll start with this, and then it'll be a joke that I really want to say, and I won't recognize that I didn't say the joke until I'm already off stage.
But see, that's the thing with a set. And then when you start, see, that's sort of progression that I learned. Then, like, for the longest, I wouldn't write. I'll just have stuff like an outline of what I wanted to say, and I'll go up on stage and I'll forget something or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, now, as I progress, like, going from hosting to opening, featuring, and now headlining, like, you have to have your joke structured and you want to leave it on a high note.
I've headlined and I've closed. Headlining when it was your show, right? And you was on the flyer and people came out to fuck with you. I did that, right?
But see, there's a difference. So, like, I could tell jokes for an hour.
Right.
Now, is
Yeah,
it going to
I
hit
can.
for an hour?
Now, I can do that with prank calls. I noticed that on prank calls, I go for an hour. I be going crazy for an hour on live. So, I can do it on live
Yeah,
for an
but
hour.
freestyle is like some people is natural. Like you can do that.
Yeah,
like, it's
I mean,
like-
I just really talk about some shit I'm going through. I talked about how my ex bitch popped up yesterday. I moved the coffee table, and they said, "Why you moving the coffee table? For room, bitch." She said, "I'm gonna mess up your little career. You can't mess up nothing God got for me,
Right.
stupid." She said, "I'm gonna show my power hand." I said, "Get a Powerade, and then show me your Powerade." True story. Can't never make this stuff up. I talked about it last night at the show. It's like, this is what's going on with me. My mama don't fuck with me. That lady told me she don't want me to come to her funeral, Mike. How would the bitch know? Off the record, how would she know? She's dead, Michael. How would she know? Who gonna prepare her shit, Michael? If we don't.
Probably the whole government.
Mike Jones, I got serious. Hey.
She's serious right now.
I'm serious. I talk about my real life experiences. That's why. And then my energy be like, because I don't care. I'm at that Gemini point where we get to that peak where we just don't care how the fuck you feel about me no more.
Right. Because we're going to be who we are.
I'm never gonna apologize for being me. I used to always apologize for being me. How you being weird to me? Fuck you.
People need to accept you for who
Man,
you
they
are.
gonna love me or they ain't.
Right.
But I'ma love me.
You got
Because I fell in love with this
great
bitch.
spirit. Your spirit is
So
great.
in comedy, we gonna wrap it up. But in comedy, where do you see yourself years from now? What do you want to get out of comedy?
First of all, I'm gonna not only be doing comedy, I'm gonna teach women how to have self-esteem. I'm gonna be teaching women to motivate
I love it.
themselves. It's so many levels to me
I
than
love
just
it.
comedy. Comedy is my breakthrough for what I'm really supposed to do, which is bring people to God.
Mm-hmm.
Tell people about Jesus. That's
Have
what I'm
you
supposed to do.
incorporated that in some of your sets?
Oh yeah, I talk about the Lord all the time. How I got my check cut off and it came back on. Hood manifestations. Y'all can catch that on my Instagram. It's real for me. Like, I understand where God took me from and where He keeps taking me. Like how the opportunities are coming, and if I want to do it, then He gives me room.
No, that's what's
That's the real part of me in this.
I think a lot of people I think that's one of the cool things about a podcast. For the longest, I didn't even really want to do this shit,
Yeah.
but it's like
when you
you
do
almost
what you
gotta
don't
do
wanna
it.
do, yeah.
But it's like it's cool because it's like a lot of people only see me, they only see you on stage,
Yeah.
or they only see comedians on stage.
They don't get to know
They
the
don't
others.
really know like nigga, we deal with real life shit too, where we go through stuff, and then it's like to be able to get on stage is a relief. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
getting on Wild 'N Out. I'm getting on every big stage that I want to get on. I'm going to get on the Apollo. I've been to Uptown Comedy Club. That was a hard set, but it was cool in Atlanta. I done moved around already, and I'm just kind of beginning. So I keep seeing what God's going to do.
Right.
So
And it can open doors because it's almost the same thing to me. Like when I didn't,
He
like I
opened
told
them.
you, like I never thought I'd be a comedian.
Me
Then when
neither.
I made the
Me
decision to
neither.
become a comedian within a year, like I did shows with Marlon Wayans, like I
You done worked with some
D.L.
motherfuckers.
Hughley and like a whole bunch of
Look
stuff.
at God.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
and
like,
now I'm sitting next to you. You don't work with Canary Lucas. You don't work with who?
but then like you get the vibe, like you know what I'm saying. You never know who's gonna be the next best thing.
You never know who you're gonna be in the presence with.
Right.
God will put you in a room where you thought you could never be.
Right.
And so he's done that for me. I went to the Laugh Factory. Nigga, they treated me like a star, fresh in. And I was like, God, is this what you got for me? You know how I became a comedian? My family used to always say I had talent, but I didn't give a fuck about what they were talking about. I was going to jail. I was for the streets. I was for the streets. It was the people in jail that kept saying, you're supposed to be something.
Yeah.
Like, they would wait for me to go to jail to entertain these niggas. I'm in here for a time.
But that's what's up.
But I didn't know that that's what was happening.
But see,
And I wasn't no
that's how
damn
God.
comedian.
That's how God worked, though.
He used me to go
sometimes
to
they
jail.
put you in jail
Show
to
you
get
who
your
you are. You
attention.
gotta-
You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
when
like-
you start working.
You have
on
one
it.
of them "Can you hear me now" moments,
Right.
Because people can tell you shit all the time. Like you supposed to be this, but
I didn't- not that they could.
until
You gotta
start to
believe it.
I
and
didn't
then
believe that
comes
shit. I was a goddamn thief. I didn't believe that. Nigga eating hella bread in there, stealing hella. My testimony, I'm gonna write a book, y'all. Y'all be looking. I got a book. Speaking of books, please order my book because I got a book about my life a little bit. You know, there's a book signing December, sorry. Lord, going backwards. January 14th, that's next week. You feel me? Like, God is real. Who would have wrote a book? I was a girl that was going to jail and beating bitches up every now and then, telling hella jokes, but beating bitches up. I wasn't a comedian though.
Right.
I was just being myself. So God is good.
That's what's up. So we gonna wrap this thing up. So
Like a condom.
outside of the book coming out, where can my viewers find you at on social media?
So y'all know I'm TikTok famous a little bit. Okay, go on to
She
TikTok.
know it a little bit. One of my Gemini traits, low key jealous. Nah,
Uh-oh. Hey, Geminis be telling the truth. Listen. No,
And
but,
they be lying.
but they really do come with good intent. Like, they might be feeling that way, but he like, nigga, I'm just going to get my followers up. I ain't going to
Yeah,
hate on her,
that's
that
what I
type of
really
shit.
mean.
That's what he really saying.
You know what real hate is. Like,
Right. You be like,
doing
damn,
it
you
so
angry,
I'm like,
angry.
this nigga really kept bringing up my
Hey, you know
TikTok.
what? All of this is like a dream to me because I was like, shit, I'm gonna be doing radio stations now. I'm on TikTok with it. I'm over here with it. I bitch done made it. This is my thing. I'll be like, I made it. Then I'll be going to eat cream of wheat and eggs. So I'll be like, damn, I still ain't made it though. Cause you in the projects, but that's okay.
Sound like me. I tell niggas like
You elevating out of it.
Like my bank account don't stay up there.
It's okay though because the guy
Celebrity wear.
He got to make sure we can handle what he's got to give us. You get me? So if you can do the work, like this is our work. If you can do the work to get what he wants you to get, then y'all better do that shit because that's when he's going to give you the influx of income.
So
Okay.
you on TikTok? Where else can they find you at?
They can find me on Twitter. I don't use it, but Canary_comedian.
So
You
skip
can-
Twitter.
Yeah, skip Twitter. Now my YouTube, I'm getting back into that. Is Dominique Evans' Journey. I know the name is long as shit.
We gonna pop it up on the screen.
Dominique Evans' Journey, yeah. And so then TikTok, Canary_comedian, Instagram too, and Facebook is Diamond Evans. Y'all go see Auntie Crackhead on Risky TV. Man, there's some stuff coming up. You feel me? I ain't gonna tell y'all too much, but God's in the making.
All right, Canary, want to thank you for coming out, man, doing
Thank
this
you.
podcast with your boy,
I had fun.
man. We gonna definitely have fun. We gonna have to bring you back again, definitely, and see how things progress. Want to thank all of y'all for tuning in again. If you haven't subscribed to your boy YouTube channel at Last for the Low, this has been another episode of Cut the Ish with your host Mike Jones.